Hey guys, how you going? So it is Friday night, 7 o'clock, and Courtney is out waitressing. I'm home alone with just me and Chino, and I could sit and watch a movie and have a night off, but actually, to be honest, I would not be having a night off. I would be doing admin, and I don't feel like doing admin, so I'm going to record a new song instead. I've wrote a song today, which is I think it's pretty cool. It's pretty introspective. I started it. I'll show you. Hang on. Okay. I don't have a keyboard. I don't have a synthesizer. I've decided I'm going to get one. I think I may have mentioned that in the last video. I got up this morning and I heard this in my head. It's a synth line. And then under that, there's going to be a beat like that sort of thing, sort of. And then, so that's where it started. So I had that in my head. And yes, I don't have a keyboard, but I'm getting one. And that is going to be the first loop when I have a keyboard. Like that's what I would play. They're the same notes basically as what I'm playing in my chords on my guitar too. So I'm now going to put in the beat, and I've written all the words. I even wrote verse 2, except for the bridge. I haven't got the bridge yet. But I have written verse 2, which is the one thing I normally skip over because I get to verse 2 and for some reason I'm like, ugh, stuff this, I'm skipping it. And then I get to like the end of the song, everything is mixed, and I'm like, I still don't have verse 2. So then I have to like write it last minute. But I actually wrote it today and I quite like it. This is called Hold the Stars. It's kind of about just not feeling super fabulous because that's where I'm at today. So I'm going to go back there and get my Boss Effects pedal board, set that up so that I'm ready to go. And then I'm going to record the beat. I think that's the first thing I'm going to do. And then I'm going to start layering in guitar parts. And then hopefully by 8 p.m. I will have all of the parts in. I think that's definitely going to happen. So let's get cracking. Okay, it started raining, so I had to I got set up and it started raining, so it's too loud with this fan just above my head, and it all just comes in onto these microphones. Not the rain, but the sound. So I can't do anything until it stops. But I just came up with an idea for the bridge. It's going to probably be the most intense part of the song, because I told Courtney earlier about what I wanted to do, and I showed her this part and kind of like talked her through the vague idea. And then she's like, you should make a sick, like high energy bridge, kind of like that Gracie Abrams song. Can't remember what it's called. What I've got in my head now is so that's what I've got in my noggin. So I'm going to write some words to that. Okay, that'll do. So now that I've got that, I'm going to unplug and I'm going to replug my humbucker in, and then we're going to do some power chords, because I think that would be the next thing. Let's do that. So I have not come to the conclusion whether or not I want distorted power chords or not, so I'm going to record both a distorted version and a clean version. In saying that, though, there is never too much distortion, ever, you know. We're probably going to use the distorted version. Here we go. Okay, so we've got two versions. Excelente. So, yeah, I think I might do some stops in there. Accentuate some of the lyrics. Let's just do that. See what happens. The second half of the chorus is a different, like, phrasing slightly. It has a space to go like, lights fading out, I need you now. We gotta turn this around, so pull your walls down. You can't hold the stars in the sky where they're falling. That's pretty low. And I'm falling. Why don't we just start from the start of the song? Because I know how this is going. I've played through it in my head a heap of times. It's so strange. I've never Like the whole basis of this song is a freaking synthesizer. What is going on? It's okay. So what are we going to do at the start? So we got You're Falling Without Warning. It's starting really chilled, you know? So that's the pre-chorus. Would you pick me up off the ground, knowing too well I'm at burnout? But it's got to be really beautiful and spacey for the whole first like minute. I think in the start it's gonna come in with like the guitar and just that. So it's been a little while. Now it's 9:10 basically, and I've done a bit of recording, as we can see. Pretty much got the track sorted mostly, except for the intro part. I've got a few things that I've put in there, and I'm just going to slowly build it. So I've got the just mirroring exactly what the synth is doing for the pre-chorus, and then I haven't decided what I want for the chorus, so I'm going to leave it. But I'm going to put in. I've been busy. Had a chat with Mum. Chino and I had a snack, and I need a drone. That's what I need in this next section. So I'm going to do that. Make something. Let's make another synth pouch. Is that what they're called? I don't even know. The synth world is not where I live. So I'm going to put in a drone, and then I've got these like stops in the chorus. You can't hold the stars in the sky when they're falling. That's pretty low. And I'm falling. So yeah, it's coming together. And then I like this bit. I like it. Anyway, I showed Mum, held the phone up to the speaker, and she's like, that sounds nice, darling. Anyway, I'm going to keep working till Courtney gets home. She's late. It's bedtime. Good Lord. Alrighty. Hola, everybody. So today is Tuesday. It's raining, and that makes it very difficult to record vocals. It was totally not raining for the last hour, and I was busy, and now I'm set up and ready to record, and now it's raining. And it's because I've got a sunroof right above my head, which is great during the summertime, and when I I'm at the beach somewhere and I want to open the roof and let some air in. But it means that I have this big plastic thing right above my head and a tree over my head too. And the water drops are very big. So yeah, I can't record until it all stops. So that's a bummer. So I'm going to do some mixing, get the rest of the song kind of done-ish, and then as soon as I've got the mixing done, hopefully as soon as the rain stops, then I'm going to start recording, and I think that's just what I'm going to have to do today, just work around the weather. Probably that's going to be the case for the whole week, I'd say. So I'm going to try and get the vocals done completely today, because I want this song finished by tomorrow. That's my aim, because I want to start the next song on Thursday. Because I need to kind of get ahead with these things just a little bit, because it'll take a bit of pressure off. So I've just recorded some vocals with Chino being really, really, really helpful and moving constantly and barking at people, but that's okay. We got through it. So I'm now at this point where I've kind of mixed what I've got, but I originally had this idea for a riff that was like because when you bring in the beat, okay, hang on. It's really cool. So now I'm actually doing that. I'm like, I need to put that in there. Because I was like, I don't actually know if it needs it, but it needs something. But the original plan was it had that riff in it. I think I just need to record that and see what that sounds like. We're getting there. And then some harmonies. this is where I'm at. I've put in a little cymbal risery thingo. Because I need
in the sky when they're falling. Let them shoot across the sky and please. These years we live creep on up without warning.
And then I couldn't figure out how I wanted to sing it, so I did a whole bunch of takes, and it also, Chino was being noisy, so that really didn't help. So now it's 3:15. Do I record? I feel like I should record harmonies. I should do that, and then I should record the riff. And then the song will be very nearly finished. I just don't feel like it. I just actually want to go and have a nap, but I will do some harmonies and the riff thing. Okay, I'm going to give myself half an hour to record some harmonies. And then I don't know if I need to go set up out there to record a riff. Maybe I could just do it on my humbucker. Okay, so we've just relocated and now I'm out here again. And I'm going to record that riff because I've been umming and ahhing with myself about whether or not it even needs it. And to be honest, it probably may not need it, but I think it's cool. And the whole, like, I initially just wanted this song to be really pretty, but also really groovy. And so if I'm going to make it really groovy, like, because I think the synth chords I've got in there, I like the rhythms and I like how they play with the beat. And because, you know, they're kind of like, I like the groovy beat thing that I've got going on. I think that's pretty groovy, but I think we could make it groovier. So, because at the moment, there's definitely something lacking. And I think if I stick in a groovy guitar line, because that riff is, hang on, would you keep up? Goodness gracious. Okay, and we're back. Anyway, I think if I stick in a groovy guitar line, it's actually just going to groove that extra little bit. And I think it's what is missing in the whole song. So I'm not going to plug my humbucker in. I'm just going to like through effects and stuff, I'm just going to plug it in straight through here into the computer because I think I'm going to keep it real clean. And because the emphasis is on the rhythm of what I'm playing and the notes of what I'm playing rather than the effects that I'm playing it with. So let me turn off the aircon. Chino, you can sit back there and breathe as noisily as you like. He's been so loud today. He's been like, I'm like, Chino, stop. I'm trying to record. You won't like sit on the floor, but you also are so freaking loud. My God. Okay, Courtney is nearly home, apparently. So I'm going to do this. I've kind of chucked in a couple of harmony things, but I still don't even know what I want to do with that. So I'm probably going to do a whole lot of like doubles of the main vocal, I think. And then I'm going to stick in this because I'm at the point where I'm like, oh, what does it need? It needs something. So I'm pretty sure this is it. And if it is it, that is fabulous. Because I'm almost at the point where I'm like freaking out in my brain because I'm like, this song actually just sucks. I feel like I say that every week. All right, so we're going to record that riff real soon. So that's me recording the riff. So I recorded it clean and then, you know, and it was fine. But then I decided that's actually fairly crap. So we're doing it again. It's not crap. It's just not right. So we now have distortion. It's just got to have enough energy to cut through, you know? Like, it's a very simple line, and I just will pull the tone back on the distortion on my humbucker a bit, pull that down. So we're going to have a clean line and the other one with the distortion. So I can pick what one I want later. I'll probably use both. Alrighty. So I've done a little bit of work. And okay, so hang on. Here's where I'm at. Okay, so basically I've like half mixed this and I haven't done a lot of things. It's a very, very, very vaguely mixed. Okay, let's just put it that way. I mean, this stuff, like this all sounds pretty tight, actually. It's pretty cool. That's my microphones. Just just pretend there's no feedback right now so that you can hear what I'm hearing. But it's pretty groovy. And then this bit. So I've added in a couple of little synth lines down here, just following the chord progression. And then I've done a little bit of mixing on the riff thing, and now I'm about to record the guitar solo. And then yesterday I went in, so I couldn't figure out how I wanted to sing it the first day when I was recording the vocals. So then yesterday I had half an hour spare, so I quickly went back there, set everything up, and I sang the whole song through a couple of times extra. And I've now just plonked stuff in here. I've just duplicated the vocal track that I vaguely mixed the other day, but I wasn't feeling as tired yesterday, and because I hadn't been doing my waitressing job, and I'd actually slept the night before. It's amazing how much that actually has an impact on your body functioning. And so my voice wasn't as shit. It actually like worked the way it's supposed to yesterday. So I sang through it a few times, and then I think there's a couple of bits I didn't really know how to sing it, so I sang in a few different options, and then I just picked one and chucked it up there. So that's where we're at. And now I have to record the guitar riff. And then I thought about making a bridge the other day, but then I've decided I'm not going to, because I have to tie it all together, because it starts with this cool guitar riff, right? So then, like, that's cool, I think. I think it's cool, and no one else's opinion matters right now because no one else is here other than Chino, and Chino loves everything I do. So that means I then don't have to write a bridge. I could just do a guitar solo, and that's way easier. And also, I feel like it would actually tie the song together, because you have this like guitar line going through the whole song, and then if it doesn't actually have its moment, then it's kind of like, well, why? This whole song, there's three main elements. There's obviously the lyrics, and then there's the guitar riff, and then there's the synth chords. Those three things all have to have their moment. So now I'm going to come up with a guitar solo thing. And then I like this bit at the end of the second chorus. I got this little breakdown that accidentally happened, but I think it's pretty cool. So I'm going to leave it as it is. So then we slowly have things just start to drop out, right? And then this is the guitar solo stuff. So it all just drops way back, and then it comes back really big. And then we got this like super cool, slightly 80s sounding guitar thing going on, and it's gonna be sick. So let's do that. And then we're gonna move everything back there because I have to actually mix it and finish it today. So let's go. For me to record this solo, I've got these two microphones, so they're capturing the acoustic-y sound, and then so they're going to be, at the moment, they are like coming out hard left and hard right, and then I've got the overdrive sound that's going to come down the middle, and that's going to be mixed in with a whole heap of reverb and delay, and it's going to sound fat as. And then I've also got my acoustic plugged in, so that's the acoustic one, that's the electric one. This one is also coming down the middle, and that I got the treble pulled back. It's now getting very nerdy, guitar talky, but the mids and the bass are like up all the way, and then the treble's just sitting flat in the middle, so it's not very bright, so that adds an extra layer of like warmth and stuff that may just be completely boring and maybe interesting. Do with that what you will. Maybe completely superfluous. Thinking about this solo, I think about what I would do if I was to sing the solo, like, or if I was to play trumpet, for example. Because I played a lot of trumpet in high school, and I played violin before that, and I played a lot of like melody-based instruments. So you got to think of phrasing, and you got to think of like intonation. You got to think of like telling a story without using words. All right, let's just try some stuff. I could just do that. Let's just record some whatever I remembered of that. Here we go. So this, I like this idea that I had, because it's simple, it's melodic, and it's got cool rhythms in it, and that is a big part of this song. You have to have the cool rhythms in it. So now I'm just trying to actually, I keep missing the last note, like the very last note. Everything else is totally fine, but the last note, for some reason, I haven't been able to get it, like 5 times in a row now. All I have to do is go. Apparently that's rocket science today. So let's just have a listen. April. In April. Can I really just do that for a solo? That's like the most basic solo I've ever done in my life. I think it's okay. That's it. Finished. No, wait, it's not. Nope. Hang on a second. Because I have to do something at the end here. Blah, blah, blah. That's the chorus before. And then you go into this little breakdown thing that we did. By we, I mean me and Chino. Clearly it was mostly Chino. Yeah, that's cool. I feel like now that we've got this cool like guitar thing, it has to continue. So now I got to figure out what to do after that part. Alrighty, I just finished Hold the Stars. This is the session. So I've gone through and I've mixed everything, finished all the vocals. I put in some more harmonies, which sound pretty cool actually. I think. Let me just play them for you because I just love harmonies. They make me so excited. If I had my own personal choir walking around with me all day, I would be so happy. Seriously, if Pitch Perfect was actually real life, I would be stoked. That would be me. Like, I don't care if it's cringe.
Can't hold the stars in the sky when they're falling. Let them shoot across the sky ablaze. These years we live creep on up without warning. Can't hold the stars in the sky when they're falling. And I'm falling. I'm falling.
Yeah.
I'm falling.
Just drop that back a little. Because, you know, don't need too much distortion. We just need a little bit. Lots of little bits all the time. So yes, that's, yeah, we're done. I think I've done pretty good. So now I'm going to do some vocal practice because I've got spare time. I don't really, but I'm doing that anyway because now I feel like singing. And Chino is going for his walkie very soon. He's very excited. And it's pretty much, it's like 4:30 in the afternoon, but it's like pitch black nearly because it's coming into winter and also because it's raining. It's not even winter. It's like the end of April. Ridiculous. Anyway, so there we go. Another song finished. And I've got this big mess down here that I made. So yeah, I'm going to give my ears a break and then I'm going to send this off to Courtney. She's not here at the moment. Very sad. Courtney is currently detailing a car today and into tomorrow, a couple of hours from here. Yes, so she's not home today. Just very sad, but it's okay. We'll survive, won't we, Chino? And so I'm going to put this into Google Drive so she can have a listen and critique it harshly as she does. I get notes every time Courtney hears my latest track, and it's funny because she used to like I've had to teach Courtney about the sandwich because she's so logical, right? Courtney's a genius and she's got a very, very clever brain that works completely different to mine. And so Courtney, when I'm like, okay, darling, can you critique this thing that I've been working on and this has basically been my life for the last week, keep in mind. And she's like, right, well, do this, and this. And I'm like, okay, that's great. But could you just sandwich it with something nice to start with? Just one positivity. Like, you know, just a smidgen of a glimmer of, darling, this is actually really nice. It's okay, she's learning. Courtney's going to be on the other end editing this later. Like, shut up. It's funny. But she's actually very good at listening. And because Courtney listens from a non-musical person's sort of perspective. So she just listens from someone who just listens to music. Not a musician. Not like me. And also, I've been listening to this over and over and over again all day. So it's good to have a different opinion. Anyway, I'm going to go now. Got that one ticked off and it's Thursday. So tomorrow I'm going to start a new song. Because while I was standing outside of work last night, I recorded a voice memo on my phone because I came up with an idea. I was doing scales because Courtney started half an hour before me and I walked over with her and took my guitar and stood outside under the awning in the rain and did my, not in the rain, I was next to the rain doing my scales. And then I came up, I heard this. That one. Major, not minor. Something like that. So I have that. I just heard that in my head yesterday. So I'm like, well, that's an idea. So let's just roll with that. So I'm probably gonna write that song tomorrow, whatever that is. And I have this song and 2 others that I need to master and get sent off. Gotta keep the songs coming. All right, I'm gonna go do some singing.